Hey, it's Terry with another one of these things. I like to fish sometimes. I haven't done it in a long time. I'm not a pro by any stretch, but I have wet a few hooks. I used to go with my grandmama down to the little swamp bridge near the house, and we would catch whatever we could with a cane pole and a worm. And then sometimes I'd go with my daddy to Shalote Point, and we'd take a rod and reel and sand fleas and try to catch some sheephead. We would also take the boat and go into the Intracoastal Waterway and wade around and take a flounder gig and get some flounder. They were, when you got them up, they were nasty, they were slimy, they were, dirty, had scales all on them. But then you could take them home and get them cleaned up and get the scales off and the gunk off of them, and they were right tasty. So what does that have to do with anything as far as these things? I'm glad you asked. In Matthew 4:19, Jesus told the disciples that if they would follow him, that he would make them fishers of men. Now, I think he meant that for us too, and that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go out and get people to come in and to follow Christ. But I've never gone with a pole and a worm or a rod and reel and a sand flea or a gig or anything and sat at home and they just come to me. The fish just come to me. That's absurd. It's not going to happen. But sometimes I think that's what we do as Christians. We expect to just the people to just come to us and it's a good thing to invite people. It's a good thing to ask people to come to church. But we got to go where they are. You got to go where the fish are. And we're fishing for men. So we got to go where they are. We've got to use the Word of God as our bait. And we've got to go and try to get them in. Another thing I never saw, ever, was a fish on the end of a line or on a gig that had already been descaled, filleted, and cleaned and ready to eat. So we've got to let Jesus take care of that in the people that we run across when we get them. They may still be dirty. They may still have hang-ups and habits and problems and situations. But we've got to let Jesus clean them. It's not our job to clean them. We're just supposed to get them in. So I hope you have a good day and think on these things. Let's go fishing.